The wind chimes tinkled softly, like a sigh in the stillness of the night. Gabby shivered, pulling her wool shawl tighter, her eyes vacant as she gazed out the window. Outside, the darkness was all-encompassing, swallowing everything except the dim, yellow glow of a street lamp, casting shadows on the lonely figure of a woman standing silently in the empty apartment. This wasn't the life she had once dreamed of. The small, bland apartment was a far cry from the spacious, warm home she once had. This loneliness was different too. It wasn't the loneliness of a struggling single mother, but the loneliness of a woman who had destroyed her own happiness. Gabby, 34, a dentist with a seemingly tough exterior, was a soul filled with cracks and fractures within. She had once been a happy woman, a loving wife, and a mother trusted by her children. But then, she had allowed recklessness, fleeting emotions, to pull her into a vortex of sin, ultimately losing everything. "I once had it all," she murmured, her voice hoarse. "A loving husband, 2 wonderful children, a happy home. Why did I lose it all?" Gabby felt her life was perfect, with nothing to complain about. She had a happy family, a loving husband, and a stable job. She had thought that she would live happily with Isaac and her children forever. But life always holds surprises, changes that we cannot anticipate. Isaac's work became more and more demanding, and he often had to work overtime and even travel away for work. Gabby and Isaac's conversations gradually became less frequent, without the heartfelt moments or private moments they once had. Gabby began to feel lonely, even though she was still with Isaac. She felt as if she were losing her connection with him, as if they were gradually drifting apart. She tried to find a way to rekindle their relationship, but it seemed that all her efforts were in vain. Isaac also noticed Gabby's changes, and he tried to spend more time with her, but his work was so demanding that he couldn't be there as much as before. He still loved Gabby, still cared about her, but it seemed that his love was no longer as passionate as it used to be. Gabby began to feel a void in her heart, an emptiness she couldn't explain. She didn't know what she wanted. She just felt dissatisfied with her current life, with her current relationship. She began to look for new things, strong emotions, to fill the void in her heart. And that was when she met Marcus. Marcus was a personal trainer at the gym that Gabby frequented. He was much younger than Isaac, with a carefree, energetic, and vibrant appearance. He wasn't calm and mature like Isaac, but always smiling, joking, making others feel comfortable and approachable. Gabby was drawn to Marcus's different personality from the first time they met. He was different from any man she had ever known, not polite or quiet, but very open and natural. He always gave Gabby compliments and attention, making her feel noticed and desired. Gabby started going to the gym more often, just to see Marcus, to talk to him. They frequently talked about exercises, diets, and stories from their daily lives. Marcus always knew how to make Gabby laugh, with his witty jokes and interesting stories, making Gabby forget the worries in her life. Gradually, the meetings at the gym became more frequent, and they spent more time with each other. They not only talked about workouts, but also shared their thoughts and feelings. Gabby began to feel a special connection with Marcus, a connection she no longer felt with Isaac. One day, after a workout, Marcus suddenly kissed Gabby. She was shocked, but didn't resist. Marcus's kiss brought Gabby a new sensation, a sensation she hadn't felt in a long time. It was both sweet and stimulating, making her feel as if Jack was also shocked, and both of them didn't know what to do with this truth. They kept it secret for a few days, trying to find a way to resolve it. But finally, they decided to let Isaac know. Emma showed the video to Isaac and saw the pain on his face. Isaac didn't say anything, he was just silent, staring at the screen, his face pale. He was too shocked and couldn't believe that the wife he loved so much could betray him like this. Isaac didn't get angry, didn't scream, but remained silent and turned away. He felt like his heart was broken. He felt hurt and betrayed. He didn't know what to do, and he didn't know if he should forgive Gabby. Gabby came home after a romantic evening with Marcus. She had no idea that everything had been revealed. She was still trying to act normally, but she felt a sense of unease, a bad feeling. Isaac didn't say anything to Gabby. He was just silent, with a cold face. He asked his children to stay with his sister, as he didn't want them to witness this heartbreaking scene. Gabby began to worry, and she knew that something bad had happened. She tried to ask Isaac, but he didn't answer. He just showed her the video that Emma had recorded. When she saw herself in the video, Gabby felt ashamed and guilty. She couldn't believe she could do something so shameful. She had betrayed her loving husband, and she had lied to her children. She tried to explain, and she tried to defend herself, but all of her words became meaningless. Isaac didn't want to listen. He was too disappointed and hurt to accept her explanation. Isaac asked Gabby to leave the house. He didn't want to see her face, and he didn't want to hear anything from her. He said he needed time to think. He needed space to heal the wound in his heart. Gabby was sad, and she regretted what she had done, but it was all too late. She had lost everything. She had destroyed her happiness with her own hands. After leaving home, Gabby had moved to a small, bland apartment. She had faced loneliness, regret, and criticism from those around her. She had lost her family, lost her friends, and lost her self-respect. Marcus had stopped contacting Gabby. He had disappeared from her life as if he had never existed. She had learned that Marcus's feelings were only a joke, that he was just taking advantage of her, and that he now had someone else to replace her. Gabby tried to contact her children, but Emma and Jack both didn't want to see her. They were too disappointed. She had understood that life was a series of choices, and each choice brought about a consequence. She had chosen wrong, and she had to take responsibility for her mistakes. "I once had it all," she murmured, her voice full of bitterness. "But then I lost it all." The wind chimes rang again, like a reminder of the shards of a dream that had been shattered because of her mistakes. Gabby sighed, wiped away her tears.